Yesas, kalispera. Hello, my dear friends. I'm Elena, and welcome to Made with Yiayia. Today I decided, since we're having a nice hot summer day and our zucchinis are coming in from the garden, I thought, hey, let's make some delicious zucchini bread. I have my mixer here. I'm gonna go grab my ingredients and let's start baking. Opa! The first thing we need to do is add our 3 eggs and 1 cup of vegetable oil and 1.5 cup of sugar. We're going to beat this till it comes a little bit of a creamy consistency. To it, I'm going to add 2 teaspoons of vanilla. Oops. Our mixture is nice and creamy, and now we're going to work on our zucchini. So this is one of the zucchinis from our garden. We're going to shred, and what we're going to need for this recipe is 2 cups. So we're going to add this to our mixture. Just stir it in. It's going to be really, really thick. And now to it, we are going to add 1 can of crushed pineapple with the juice. I love the smell of pineapple. The recipe calls for 3 cups of flour. It's good to whisk it just to get some air into it. To it, we're going to add 2 teaspoons of cinnamon, 1 teaspoon of salt, 2 teaspoons of baking soda, and 1/2 teaspoon of baking powder. So just whisk it all in to your flour. And now we're just gonna add it to our zucchini batter here. As you can see, very simple, nothing really to it. As soon as all the flour is nicely absorbed, it's basically, of course, going to be like a cake batter. Our final 2 ingredients is 1 cup of raisins and 1 cup of chopped walnuts. I kind of chopped them a little bit coarsely. So this recipe is going to make 2 nice sized loaves. This is a 9 by 5 by 3 height bread pan. So these are the 2 I would use, and you just oil it or spray it lightly so of course the mixture won't stick, and just put half in one, half in the other. I have started preheating my oven to 350 degrees. Once we put it in, it's going to bake for an hour. Now again, ovens may vary. Double check. Put in a toothpick or a knife in the center to make sure it cooks well, in case it needs a little bit more or a little bit less. As you can see, our delicious zucchini bread is out. I've left it for about 30 minutes to cool off. It's still warm to the touch. Now we're gonna cut it and try it. This looks so good and so moist. Look at that. Wow. We actually like it with butter because it is kind of bread after all. So I'm gonna add a little bit of butter. Please try this recipe. It's so delicious. I know you and your family will just love it. pineapple in there just gives us a splash of additional flavor, and the nuts and the zucchini. It's just such a moist bread. Slight sweetness, it's not overly sweet. Absolutely delicious. So I'm gonna keep digging into this. I'm Elena, you've been watching Made with Yiayia. Opa!